How to Podio. Hey guys, Steve Clutch here. Welcome to How to Podio. Today I'm going to give you guys a little tutorial on how to do an import into Podio from an external spreadsheet. You know, whether it be a CSV file or an Excel file, Google spreadsheet. I personally use Google Spreadsheets for a lot of stuff because I'm collaborating with virtual assistants and other people based in the US. But for my uploads, I'll take the file from Google Docs and then I'm going to save it, download it as an Excel sheet for this purpose, and then import it. So I do have a master file for the leads in Google Docs where I screen all the duplicates out before they go into the system. Now, this is a very important step that I see a lot of people don't do, and it just really clogs up the pipeline and the flow for everybody else. I mean, even if it's VAs you're using or yourself, I was talking about this on the daily session today. I mean, whether you're paying somebody to do it or it's your own time that you're doing it, either way, you don't want to be wasting it either, right? So always check and screen for duplicates before entering leads into your CRM, okay? So let's go ahead and get started here. I've already created a file to import in here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the Land Leads app where the leads are going to go. Okay, so you want to click on the app that you're going to importing the leads to. And then on the very right hand side, you see where it says Land Leads, or that would be the name of your app. And there's a little wrench here, okay, two-sided crescent wrench. You're going to click on that and you'll see Excel import, okay? So we are going to be importing leads into Podio from Excel. So there we go. And so you can see you can do this from an XLS, or a CSV file. These first two are just different Excel formats. Don't worry. But you can actually, if it's not working for you, you can go into your file in Excel and then save as and pick a file type. So if it's not working, just pick one of those three file types that it actually tells you can use, and you'll be all right. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to choose our Excel file that we're going to import into Podio. So I'm going to click on that green button, and then we actually can do it from Google Drive too. Maybe we'll do both. So let's go ahead and choose files. Then we're going to go, okay, so I have these in leads, land leads, and we're going to take Chuck's land import for 922. Okay, so I selected the file and it's doing its thing. Here we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to match the fields on the left with the, so these are the title, the titles in the Excel sheet, okay, like the first row, and then these are the fields that we have in Podio. Now I've actually have this set up so that because when I get the data raw, it doesn't have the same titles as it does in the web form. So I have like a master file that has it has that kind of code, right? This equals this, or it's just two different headers. So I know what to do, but it makes it nice and clean. Okay, so this is something I do on the front end too, so I can simply match name on title with name on title. Okay. This is also very important if you, let's say if you're outsourcing to a VA, because consider like training video and the explanation of, oh, make sure that contact number equals best contact number, right? And if it actually just says the same thing, I mean, anyone could do this, right? It's very simple to just drag and drop other properties onto other properties. State property, and so we're just going to go down the list here, and this makes it really easy to do, okay? So let me just go ahead and do this. Now you'll see two property addresses. The reason that there's two property addresses is if you're going to have somebody put a lead in from the web form in Podio, it doesn't allow you to use the map. I don't know why, but I love the map feature where you type in the address and it pulls up the Google map. So that's why I have these two. So if somebody is like a bird dog submitting a lead through the web form, they're going to be using this field below here. But this top one, the first one, is the one with the map. So these will actually import in, and it'll have the map already generated. Otherwise, you just kind of have to copy it and paste it in there when you're actually looking at the lead. We're almost done here, but this is just super easy. It's super easy because we did the work on the front end. What do you think the property is worth? Okay, so I messed up, right? So I put this in the wrong spot. There's this little X button. You see it says remove. We'll just remove and it'll pop it back over here. What do you think property is worth? Bam. There we go. Best way to send an offer. Maybe that's below. Yeah, best way to send an offer. And then tags is nothing. Tags is down there, but it's irrelevant. So we're going to verify that everything's in the correct spot, and we can easily do this by saying property address is property address, property size, property size. Really easy to double check. It's important, especially when you're training and outsourcing, to have a step like that in the process. Look at it and make sure you drag and drop to the same thing, right? Just reduces errors. So now this is going to come up. Keep your data clean. What this is it's gonna handle duplicates. It'll tell us if there's some duplicates coming into the system. You know, like I said, I prefer to do this on the front end, but it does have this in here as well. A very important thing in Podio when you're dealing with duplicates is to make sure that the phone numbers are all the same format. If some of your phone numbers have dashes in them and some of them don't, or some of them, you know, if they're just different, there's so many different ways to format phone numbers. They need to all be in the same format for them to recognize duplicates. Okay, I always use phone number as the key, or you know what we're going to be looking for duplicates for, because you know addresses and stuff can be funny, and easily you could have the same address with just a little variation that it wouldn't pick up. But you know, if I've spoken to somebody, I'm going to find out if they have other properties and stuff too. Okay, so I've clicked that and it says import 6 rows, so I'm going to import the 6 rows. But the main thing is just I put the key as the phone number. And then we should, so it does take a little bit. It's finished importing. Okay, so what I want to do to check this out and make sure it did it properly is I'm going to go filters, created on today, right? Where's today at? Today. Bam, so we got these leads right here. Now, there's also another feature in this Podio that I've set up, and that's the steps completed. So I can see that none of these have a steps completed. So I'm going to go and actually, if anybody has a better way to do this, please let me know in the comment section, because I haven't really explored it. But you know, I don't know how to have it automatically create a task when I import leads in this fashion. So if you know, let me know. But the way I do it is so these are all, you know, none of them have a status set. So I'm gonna mark them as assigned, okay? And I'm gonna add the initial task. So new lead, and of course this is gonna go to Chuck, since this is Chuck's workspace. Okay, so we'll click today. And then I'm going to press the X, and I'm going to go by and I'm going to do this to all of his new leads here. I'm going to mark them assigned, scroll down, and we'll actually do it a faster way on the next one. Okay, so check this out. Repetitive tasks, whether you're doing it yourself or you're outsourcing, you want to minimize keystrokes to make it faster. So new lead. This time I'm going to select it, I'm going to copy it to my clipboard. Okay, I'm going to select this first, and then I'm going to click Chuck. Okay, boom, boom, create task. So let's do it one more time the wrong way, and I'm going to count keystrokes here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm counting the scroll wheel. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 to get rid of this, right? 19, 20, 21. Okay, so everybody remember 21. Now check this out. I'm going to minimize it. I don't know the number. I've never counted before. Okay, so 1, 2. This time I'm going to press the down button. Actually, I'm going to press control down. 2, 3, 4. Oopsie, I broke it. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I don't know how much more efficient that was, but you can press that page down one faster anyways. So we're at 7, 8, 9. I just pasted it in, okay? 10, 11. I do this first so I don't have to click out of that, okay? So 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 compared to 21, okay? So what is that? That's like a third, that's a third. The other one had like 33, right? 7 more. So that, I mean, it's a big deal. I mean, 6 leads, not a big deal. But let's say you're doing this, or you have a VA doing this with a very large number. It just gets out of control, man. We press the down button really quick. Add task. Paste. You gotta do the date first, because otherwise it's weird. But you have to like click out of this to get rid of this the drop down menu there. So it's always faster to do it. To do the date first, okay? It's a really weird thing. I mean, nobody probably even pays attention to this kind of stuff, but I mean, it's just like, it's just how I do things. But the copy paste helps a bunch. Go today, give to Charles. And if you have a lot of people and names in your list like I do, once you do a couple of them, their name will pop up in the beginning. So let's do that. And then, what we're going to do now is we're going to try it with, we're going to do this again in another workspace. Let me pull it up. And we're going to try and import using Google Drive, which is the first time I've ever done it. I've never tried it before, but let's give it a whirl, okay? So I'm going into a different workspace to do this. Okay, so we're going to click on Land Leads, right? So that's the app that we're going to importing to. We're going to click on the workbench. We're going to Excel import. Okay. We're going to choose our Excel file. Let's go to Google Drive. Okay. What is the file name? Do I have it? Let's see. Wow, look at that. Look at that. So I just typed in her name, Donna, and here's the file. Land import. Oops, where'd it go? Let's do that again. Donna. Oh, okay. So it's checked, and then we're going to go done. You are sharing private files. These files are set to private. Okay. We can change their permission so that anybody with the link can view them. Do you want to do this? I do. So this is really important if you're... I never add links. So I don't add people to my Google Docs, okay? And there's a couple of reasons I do that. One, I'm too lazy to go back and remove people if for some reason the relationship diminishes and I need to remove them. VAs get VAs quit, VAs get fired, business partners, stuff happens, right? So what I do is I give them a link I just give them the link. And it's Google, I don't know if they fixed it, but even sometimes when I try and access files via link that I'm shared on, it makes me like log in and it gets funky sometimes. So I always change the settings on my Google Docs to anyone with the link can edit, and then I provide people with that link. So I can give them a link in Podio, right? I can just give the link in there. There's actually a field for that. Or I can set up another spreadsheet with a series of links and like file names so that people can easily access that stuff. So I will change it. That's my normal procedure anyways, and nobody has the link. And then we're back to here, okay? So we're going to do this again. Just bear with me. I'm just going to run through it. Best email address. I love these little notifications too in Podio. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of these Podio videos because I mean people really like them, and a lot of times I don't realize, how helpful some of the content can be. Um, on the stuff that's just easier for me. Like I really like spreadsheets and CRM. I've learned a lot of computer systems in the past, so it's pretty simple for me once I learn it. But everybody's different, so a lot of these things are really important to know and can save you a lot of time. So we're going to be doing some more of these, especially on the 6 p.m. sessions when I'm not making calls. So let's get these going. If there's any specific topics you guys want to hear about, how many years have you owned the property? Right there. If there's any specific topics you guys want help with, let me know. Just post something in the comments section. I'm super active in the comments. I get email notifications and stuff, so I do go through all of them and I reply to all of them. If that ever changes or gets overwhelming, I'll let you know, but don't worry about it for now. It's not a big deal. But it helped me give me an idea of the kind of stuff that you guys need help with, and I will make video tutorials for that kind of stuff. We've done this before. Man, I really like that Google Voice. That was really simple. The import 12 rows. Bam, let's do it. And then we'll go through the same thing again. Really simple stuff, guys. So you can see here, so I can see which ones have been assigned and which ones haven't been assigned. So you see I don't even have to apply the filter because of this, right? And I can see that these ones haven't been called either. So it tells me, well, it doesn't tell me. It tells me I need to look at these two leads. That maybe they haven't, they haven't checked off the initial call status. So that tells me they may not have been called. So the next step would be to look at them specifically and see if that's the case, right? So we'll go through this, and I'll just kind of, just so you guys can see it again, and see it's already on the clipboard. Date first, Donna. Bam. So we'll go through this anyways, just in case you guys want to see it again. But if not, you can go back to the beginning of the video and kind of rewatch it and see what's going on. If you guys do like this kind of stuff, it also helps to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be coming out with more content like this, and I also have the normal sessions where I'm talking to sellers. In the next 3 to 6 months, we're going to be coming out with a lot more content and different content. Okay, so it's worth subscribing to get the updates. One of the things we're going to be doing, and I keep mentioning this because I know not everybody watches every video or can, right? But we are going to be opening up the live webinars to everybody. Okay, so previously they were just paid members only, or people that were working really closely with us or have been with us for a long time. Okay, so one, you want to subscribe so you can, I'm definitely let you guys know in the videos where and how you can register to get on those when that becomes available. Okay, so we're going to open them up, and then we're going to have a lot more 6 o'clock sessions because it's a good time slot for anyone to get on. It's after work. I mean, a lot of people that are doing business, building a real estate business or maybe building some other kind of business in their part-time, have to go to work still, and that's the goal, is to get out of that routine. So we're going to be doing a lot more 6 p.m. Pacific time, and Kyle, John's my buddy, is going to be helping me out with these. So he's going to have, a different perspective. If you're not in real estate, Kyle does a lot of, he's a very good marketer online. So he does a lot of stuff with landing pages. He's been really studying a lot about Facebook marketing as well to bring in buyer and seller leads, but that kind of stuff is applicable to any business too, kind of like the Podio. I've gotten comments on my previous Podio video from people in tax, like CPAs and people with other business other than real estate. So regardless, a lot of the content crosses industry lines. Marketing and sales is a very common denominator in a lot of businesses, and if you didn't know that and you're a real estate investor, you are in the marketing and sales business. So you step up your game. There's always new, that's marketing is something that's always evolving. Same with CRMs. I mean, this stuff compared to what I was doing 2 years ago to manage our businesses and leads, I mean, you guys would laugh. I laugh when I see it. Everything was Excel based. Switched over to Google Drive, and that was a big deal, right? And I've been running stuff off that for a long time. Tried out multiple CRMs, and I hate every single one I get my hands on until I found Podio. I really like it. So we're almost done here. This is obvious. It's not a live session. You guys should be able to tell the difference because there's no questions. But I'll pop this up onto YouTube right after I'm done here, so you guys can check it out. And then just give me some feedback. It's a little different session than we're used to doing, so I really do appreciate the feedback, not just the subscriptions, but if you're going to pop in a comment or just let me know if this was helpful. Maybe I'm talking too fast, maybe I'm clicking too fast. Let me know so I can improve the experience for you guys, because I am going to do more of these. So get it out of the way now so I can make the corrections and you guys can enjoy them instead of being, freaking out because I have a little quirk or something. So that was it, guys. So I showed you how to import leads into Podio from Excel and from Google Drive, and then we assigned tasks. We added the initial task to get them in there. This doesn't trigger the workflow. Maybe some of you are wondering that. You can set the workflow so that when a lead is created, it automatically assigns a task. However, when you import them from an Excel or a Google Drive, it doesn't do it. And again, if you guys know how to do that, let me know, because that would make my life easier, and I just haven't had the time or done to contact the Podio support or hit up the forums to find out how. But as always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If this was helpful, please give me a like and a subscribe if you want to see more content, and I'll check you guys next time. Have a great day.